Well, recent polls show the Senate race between Congressman Joe Heck and former Attorney General Catherine Cortez Masto is neck and neck. This is a tight one. Both candidates were in the biggest little city today, hoping to gain support from Washoe County voters. Paul Nelson spoke with both of them today. He joins us now here in the studio with more. And Paul, what were the candidates focusing on today?
Well, they had very different campaign events, Kristen. Catherine Cortez Masto spent the day in Reno encouraging people to get out and vote early. Joe Heck made 2 stops, including a roundtable discussion with veterans, and he brought some big hitters with him.
He knows what works and what doesn't. He's had the unique opportunity to serve in the military in combat as a doctor.
Senators Lindsey Graham and John McCain joined Congressman Joe Heck in the biggest little city, talking about national security and veterans issues. Heck says he'll work to grow the military and reform the VA and health care for vets if elected to the Senate.
The goal is we got to make sure that a veteran who needs care, an active duty member who needs care, gets the care that they need as quickly as possible.
All 3 served in the military, and the Republican candidate says his service gives him valuable experience.
I'm the only one who's worn a uniform, has served overseas, has commanded troops, and has taken care of veterans. So, it comes down to who has real-world experience on the issues that matter most to Nevadans.
We need to start solving problems, working together to move this country forward.
Meanwhile, Catherine Cortez Masto met with volunteers and supporters for an early vote brunch, encouraging people to get out to the polls.
Message and talking to voters and making sure you're connecting with them by the time early voting starts is very important. And Nevada's still small enough where retail politics is important. They expect to know their candidates, they expect to know and talk about the issues.
Cortez Masto says she'll travel around the Silver State for the next 2 weeks, hoping to gain more support in what's expected to be a close election.
I need to know how families are still struggling and what we can do to tear down those barriers, how small businesses need opportunities to keep their doors open. That's my fight.
And of course, both candidates traded jabs. Cortez Masto says Heck is one of the reasons for the gridlock in Washington after spending 6 years in Congress. And he says she'll continue down what he calls the same destructive path as Harry Reid if elected. Covering campaign 2016 live in the studio, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.